Hello amazing people, welcome back to my channel guys. How you all doing? Hope you're generally fine guys. Today I'm going to show you this very simple DIY on how to make this elastic band skirt. Let's get to it. So here is the print I'm using, of course. Okay, yes guys, so this is just a piece of leftover fabric I have somewhere, so I'm just going to make use of it. And of course I have this elastic band of about over 2 inches in width, and of course my working tools, my tape rule, scissors, and some chalk and pins as well. Yeah, so what I did here is just to cut this to the desired length. Okay, and if you can see, I've gone ahead to do some joining in between. Like I said, it's a leftover piece, and I've also hemmed the lowest part of it. So doing this just makes everything ready and ready to work on. Okay, yes guys, so what I'm going to use here now for the length of this is actually the waist circumference. So the waist circumference I'm working with is 22. Okay, so this is for a younger person. The beautiful thing about this is that you can do this for any size, be it a child or an adult. Okay, all you need is the waist circumference. So the waist circumference here, you can divide it by 3 or 3.5 if you want to achieve a very full gathers effect. Okay, yes guys, so for this one it's just about 2 inches and some extra inches. That's just what I have here. So you can see me measuring that 22 twice, so the remaining one is about 10 inches. Okay, so it's not even up to 2.5 of it. Okay, yes guys, but whichever way is going to still give me something nice. Okay, yes guys, like I said, it's just a leftover piece. I just wanted to make a little skirt out of it for a child. Okay, yes guys, so what I'm going to do now is to create a gathers effect here. So go ahead and run a gathers stitch and then pull it all to the hip circumference. Yes, I'm coming for that now. Now before that, you're going to mark 1 inches from the starting point before you start making that your gather stitch. So if running a gather stitch and pulling is working fine for you, go ahead and do that, or you can just go ahead and make a tiny pleat. Okay, so whatever you're doing along the way, as you pleat, you make sure that you measure to be sure that you have the desired circumference. So even though what we need is the actual waist circumference here, but you are not going to make these gathers to the waist circumference. Okay, now you see that the other end, I'm also marking that 1 inch. So this is what you would do: 1 inches at the end and at the beginning. So this 1 inches is going to serve as the seam allowance when you be joining it afterward. Okay, yeah, so like I said, you are going to be forming this gathers effect to the hip circumference. Yes guys, we're going to do this to the hip circumference because irrespective of the fact that it's going to be sitting on the waist, you also need that to be able to pass through the hips. So that's why you need to do that. Okay, yeah, so you can see I've gone ahead to create my gathers here, and I've also weaved the edges. Very, very important, you need to lock up those edges. Okay, now like I said, is the hip circumference I did this to, and the hip I'm working with is 26 for this child. Okay, so starting from that 1 inch space for the seam allowance, I'm just trying to confirm what I have here, and here I don't even have exactly 26, I have about 28 inches. Okay, yes guys, so that's the idea. So the thing is that it is the elastic that is going to now bring everything together to that the waist itself. Okay, yes, so what I will do now is to go sew that 1 inches. Okay, I'm going to sew that 1 inch seam allowance. Then I'm also going ahead to cut out my elastic here, and you can see I'm cutting out exactly the waist circumference here, which is 22. Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. So you can see the waist circumference, I'm cutting it at the exact waist circumference. Sorry, the elastic band, I'm cutting it for exactly the waist circumference of 22, while the main piece is for the hip circumference. I hope you understand that. Yeah, so that's it. I'm just going to sew the sides now. Okay, I'll go ahead and sew the sides for the main piece and also the elastic. And so you can see I've gone ahead to do that. So flipping it to the right side, you can see I have this all ready here. Okay, and you can also see my elastic. I'm also going ahead to join the side as well, so you can see this now. Yeah, so what we are going to do now is to fix our elastic to the skirt itself. So but before that, now I'm going to be marking out 4 points on this elastic. So I'm folding it into 2. Just follow what I'm doing. You can see me chalking it down, but I'm actually doing this marking on the wrong side of the elastic, the part where I actually sewed. You can see me marking another point, then I'll flip it to the other side and I'll get the last point there. So at the end of the day, I'm going to have 4 points marked out on this elastic. You can see 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, yeah, so this is on the wrong side. Then for the main piece, I will repeat the same process, fold it into 2. You can see what I'm doing, marking out those points there, marking out the edge there, the center point there. Then I'm going to what, turn it to the other side so that I can get the other side, the midpoint of the other side as well. So doing this now, I have 4 points as well. Okay, so if you see closely, you will see that I have the 4 points here. That's 2, and that's 3, and that is 4. Okay, yeah, so we have that 4 points on the skirt and 4 points on the elastic band. Now it is time to attach this band to the skirt. So what I'm going to do is to match up every point together. Remember, the wrong side of the elastic is where we marked, and that is what is facing what, the right side of the main skirt itself. So you can see me pinning it down. Just carefully take, every point should match the corresponding point on the skirt. That's just what I'm doing here. This is the second pinning here. Then the third one, locating the point as well, matching it up to what you have on the elastic. Just the same process, going ahead to pin it down. This is the third one, and of course the final one, the fourth one, going ahead to what, pin it down as well. It's as easy as that. So once this is done, this will make the sewing very, very easy. Okay, now here's the thing now. So from one point of the pinning to the other, you could see that there will be excesses, right? Yes. So what you would do is, as you are sewing, okay, because of these excesses there, it is time for you to now stretch the elastic. You see the way I'm demonstrating that. So when you are sewing, you will stretch. Okay, as you move from one point of the pin to the other, just make sure that you stretch so that everything will be fitted. You sew it, everything will go into the elastic. You can see I'm just showing how it is now. It's as easy as that. There's nothing difficult here at all, guys. So that is what I'm going to do now. So here, guys, you can see I've gone ahead to make my stitch. You can see how beautiful this is. So very important, like I said earlier, to weave the edges after, creating your elastic, because now that you're using your band, so that you don't have any rough edges inside. So you can see how this look. Guys, this skirt is ready. Like I said earlier, the beauty of this is that you can rock it for any size, be it a child or an adult. All you need is just the waist circumference. Thank you so much, guys. We've come to the end of today's tutorial. I hope you find this helpful. If you do, please don't forget to give me a big like, share, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to do that as well. I'll appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much, guys. See you on the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.